Hi, this is Dan from Sterling Paranormal. How to do an EVP session. Tell you the truth, with mine, I try to make it as easy as possible. Um, and my experience, if you keep the questions to the point, write them down, man, so that way you're not sitting there trying to make this shit up in the top of your head. Um, when you do your research on the property or wherever you're going to, get as much fact as possible. I went out and I did ghost hunting one time, and I'm gonna tell you what, they do follow you home. Um, so yeah, that's one of the hazards of this profession. I mean, shit will follow you home. I had it done one time. They used to walk on the bed when my wife was sleeping. I mean, they freaked her out pretty well. Um, One thing about it is I'm going to use my Sony microphone recorder, digital recorder. It's a 2 gig. It basically you can talk your ass off on this, and I mean it'll hold it all. And it's got the record and stop feature, play. I can sit there and switch it over to folders and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll put the kickstand on this and put it down on the desk. Alright, first thing you want to do is introduce yourself. You don't want to be rude, so I'll introduce myself. Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm from Sterling Paranormal, and I'm here to try to talk to you. If you can speak into, show 'em your digital recorder or analog recorder. You can use analog too, but one thing suggested, if you do use an analog recorder, only use one side of the tape, because if you use both sides, it can be contaminated big time. But show them what you're going to use. Because tell you the truth, some of these, I mean, depending on when they died, this could be foreign to them. So show it to them. Okay. Again, I will introduce myself. My name is Dan. I'm from Sterling Paranormal, and I'm here to gather up evidence. So if you would, could you please talk into the red dot, and I can hear your answers later. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. Now, notice I was being polite. That's something you always want to do, is be polite. First question I will say is, okay, what is your name? Okay, notice I gave some time. I gave at least about, well, it wasn't 20 or 30 seconds, but you want to give like at least about 10 to 20 seconds, so they can answer. Sometimes I'll pause a little bit further. Did you live here? Um, okay, again, I paused. And so on and so on and so on. I mean, whatever information you gather from the investigation before. I mean, you get somebody to like basically pull up the history on the house, if it had an addition built onto it. 'Cause I'm going to tell you one thing. If you have a house that has, I mean, even the slightest bit of activity, and they build or try to remodel it anyway, it can basically, it can stir up a hell of a lot more activity than what there was. And And that's one thing you want to sit there and research. So once you research all this and you find something that you do have in common with the spirits that used to live there that you think's going, try to set up a report to them. One thing I'll do is like, yes, I was once in your shoes. I loved somebody and basically got my heart broken. So because you never know. I mean, a lot of stories. A couple of investigations I went on have been suicides where somebody got their heart broken and they hung themselves, or else they ate a barrel of a shotgun. So set up a report. Yes, I had my heart broken, and I know how it feels, and it's not a pretty thing. Okay, try to make it as relaxed as possible too. And then at the end, thank them. Just just say thank you for your time. I'm going to basically review what I recorded here, and I hope to hear from you. Thank you again. And then you can push stop on the recorder. Um, Now, here's the part that we're going to get into a little bit more is getting a set of headsets. And don't get the cheap ones like you see, like with the freaking Walkmans and stuff like that. I mean, if you got a pair of Bose stereo earphones, and those are great to have. Or else Sony makes a pretty decent headset too that you can listen to. Plug it into the headset jack and listen, because sometimes, I mean, you have to listen very carefully at sometimes, and sometimes you'll get what they call Class A EVP, where I mean everything is loud and clear, and I mean you can understand it right off the bat. And then sometimes you get a Class C, where I mean it's muffled and you have to strain to hear what they have to say. So get a good set of headsets. And if you have any questions, you can email me at sterlingparanormal@hotmail.com. So with that being said, I'm Dan from Sterling Paranormal. Happy huntings.